What's going on, Show Nation? It's Movie with Movie Gaming TV, and in today's video, I wanted to kind of talk about the best cards at each position, kind of how I'm rolling with my lineup, stuff of that nature. A lot of people have been coming into the stream, you know, who is your top 5 starting pitchers, that kind of deal. Still, I'm streaming quite a bit over on Twitch. Pretty much going to be streaming, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 days a week, all the time. Going to be playing MLB a lot. Might play some other games. I have the PlayStation 5 now, but if you're just looking for a chill, relaxed stream, twitch.tv/MovieGamingTV or /MovieGamingTV. Always over there. But I wanted to talk a little bit about some of my favorite cards at each position. I've been playing a lot, most at the World Series. Started at 440 all the way up to 850. I just want to talk about some cards in this video. And just kind of what cards people are using, and if you're thinking about, you know, building your team, these are kind of some of the cards that I really liked. First of all, obviously, Prime Mike Trout. He's been fantastic. Love having this card. This card's got to start regardless. I mean, he's that good. He's amazing. Mickey Mantle's actually made his way back into my starting lineup. Took him out for a little bit, put in Juan Soto in left field, but he's so good you can't not play this card. It's just switch hitting, ridiculous power versus right, great power and contact versus left, great defense with 90, you know, the 90 fielding, 91 reaction, 97 arm, 95 speed. Like, he's got to be out there. Griffey, haven't got him prestige yet. He's pretty good. I haven't been playing as well with him as I would have liked to play with him so far. Only 256 average. You know, I definitely could play better with him. And the thing is, too, I don't have him prestiged. So if I had him prestiged, it'd be faster. You know, you get up to 88 speed. But I think he's going to matriculate onto my bench once I get the Willie Mays card. Let's go take a look at the Willie Mays card. I just had to get up to 900. Hopefully, I'm gonna be able to do that soon. But I do think this Willie Mays card is gonna be better because he's so fast. He has 94 speed. His defense is incredible. His hitting is legit. I mean, 111, 118 power with 125 right on right, 118 left. I mean, I think he's gonna be a top 3 outfielder. You know, you got Trout, you got Mantle, and then you go with Mays because Mays has so much speed. It doesn't really matter if you want to put him on left or right or even in center with the 98 fielding. Probably just keep Mickey in center with the 95 fielding and keep Mickey at diamond. But I think that's the in-game lineup. It's Trout, Mantle, and I love Griffey, but it's Mays. So let's talk about this card right here. Juan Soto. Probably the best hitting card in the game. Pretty much a Babe Ruth type hitting card. 125 left, you know, on both sides. Ridiculous. 125 and 119. Great swing. Nothing to complain about his swing. A lot of people have been playing him in left field. He's not the worst left fielder in the world. 75, 83, 53 speed. And this is before you even get him prestige, obviously. So if you got him prestige, he's going to even be better. Gets a little bit more speed. Now, it's not that he's bad defensively, it just doesn't make your outfield defense crazy elite like it would with Mays. And you can just use Juan Soto as like your first pinch hitter. If we had a DH in Diamond Dynasty, which I really hope that we do get. I know a lot of people say, oh, it takes a strategy out of it. Okay, fine. But it would be more fun just to have this card in there other than hitting with the pitcher. You might only have one at bat with your pitcher anyways most of the time. You know, maybe your starting pitcher goes 5 innings and you're already getting to the bullpen. I don't think there's a lot of strategy. You could use your bench still to platoon if you wanted to. You know, I honestly, I just really wish we had a DH. That's just how I feel, and that's why I'm saying it in the video, because like that's how I feel. You know, you can disagree with me, that's fine, but this card would be incredible to have as a DH. That's my point. I don't have a problem with you starting him in left field. I don't. A lot of people do. Comp players, you know, people do. He's that good of a hitter. He's probably the best hitter in the game. Let's take a look at my stats so far. He's hitting 370. He's got 13 home runs. He's hitting a home run almost every 6 at-bats, which is excellent for online. Excellent. But he does make your defense a little bit worse. So I think he's better suited off on the bench. Now, I tried out this Ted Williams a little bit. Just picked him up. And I picked him up for a lot. You can see he goes for $832,000. He sells for $765. Now, here's the thing. All right. So you can see up on the top right of the screen. Let me move myself. I'm not really in the way, but you can see up on the top right of the screen. I have 600,000 left. I had like 2 million and something. There's not a real point. As we get to the end of this game, there's not a real point to just have tons and tons and tons of stubs. I ended MLB The Show 19 with 1.7 million stubs, and I had just about every single card that I wanted, including like Jorge Posada, who goes for like 30K in this year's game, 20K, but he went for $1 million in last year's due to rarity. I think you're gonna be better off if you just start collecting cards. What do I mean by that? So instead of like having, you know, millions and millions of stubs, which you want throughout the, you know, as the game goes, that's kind of what you want. But at this point in the game, getting into later November, you might as well just start collecting cards. So, for example, instead of having 2 million or even having 1 million, I'd rather just have this Roberto Alomar card. It's, you know, he's not even that great. 108, 118, only 78, 77 power, 93 vision, crazy fielding, stuff like that. I'd rather just like have this card. I think that's really the move to do, or the move to do now is just start collecting really rare cards instead of just having a bunch of stubs. Just collect some of the rare cards. You know, you can still provide yourself with incentive to flip if you want to do that or whatever, but keep around, you know, 400 to 600K, and then just spend some of these extra subs, man. Just spend them. You know, like there's no real point to have like millions and millions of subs, just for no reason. So, anyways, that's kind of what led me to buy Ted. You know, 125, 123, 123, 100, 125, 123 versus right's pretty dang elite. Got a pretty good swing. Obviously, not gonna want to put him in the field anywhere, but pretty cool card to have. As far as just, you know, he's a rare card. He's a cool player, all that kind of stuff. So I wanted to pick him up. Third base. Now, I just have the Prestige Chipper Jones in for right now. I've been trying out a bunch of different players at third base. I like playing Modesty there. You know, 99 speed third baseman, you know, has what, like probably like 85 fielding. We can see over in this wheel on the bottom left. His fielding goes down to an 85 reaction. So he's pretty solid over there. 83 arm strength. You know, you can play him there. He still is a weird card because even with his 65 power, he still hits home runs versus right-handed pitching. I don't know why that is. I honestly don't know why that is, but he does. 125 on the other side. This is one of the best cards in the game. One of the best swings in the game. This is legit one of the best cards in the game. Definitely pick him up. But Chipper Jones, you know, I've tried out Machado. Machado is probably the best third baseman pound for pound in the game. But for whatever reason, I'm only hitting 242 with him. I'm not hitting very well with him. I don't know if it's his swing or what. I think it's a card where you're either going to be really, really good with him or maybe not so good. He's also pretty slow at 46 speed. But his defense is 96, 99, 97. You know, get a little bit more speed, you prestige him. His hitting is a little bit better. Pound for pound, this is the best third baseman in the game, though. There's just, I don't really know how it could be any better than that. So if you hit well with his swing, yeah, this is who you need at third base. He doesn't, there's definitely plays that he still doesn't make. And it's, I think they just kind of got to overhaul, like, third base defense in general. They need to make like more diving plays down the line, more diving plays to the left and the right. There's plays that they don't make. There's also plays, I mean, they're almost better at like when someone hits like a really hot shot, they can kind of stay in front of it. They get some good throwing animations on double plays, but their side-to-side defense probably needs to be a little bit better. It just something to think about for MLB The Show 21. If anyone from the MLB The Show dev team's watching this, But he's the best pound for pound third baseman, in my opinion. Nolan Arenado's cool, but I don't. This whole collection, the collection of the finest cards, to be honest with you, I've got a lot of it done. I really wouldn't recommend you do it. I think you're probably better off just selling the cards. Because I mean, this card's fine and all, but you know, he's slow. He's got an okay swing. I'm not too fond of his swing. You don't need to collect these cards to get this one. You just don't need to collect these cards. Jose Ramirez. I feel like this card, some people are really, really good with it, and some people don't like it. It's kind of like, you know, I think I'm hitting pretty decent with him, 375 average, but I only have 1 home run with him, and that's a problem. You know, 16 at bats per home run is actually really, really bad in Diamond Dynasty. It's something I don't want. So give him a shot. See if you like his swing. If you do, and he's also very short. So if you like his swing, you can deal with him being short. You might be an absolute beast with him, and he's probably better than Manny Machado for you. But for me, I'm not really feeling his swing right now, so I'm not using him anymore. I'm not even using him on my bench. I think Shipper has one of the best swings of the game, and you know, the 91-91, the 108-117. I still think he's pretty good. I just have him in there. Just trying out different cards. I probably should use Hornsby over there because I hit really well with Hornsby. Let's see. He's getting like 8.5 at-bats per home run. Not bad. 70 speed. His defense is bad. But I don't know. I need to figure out a way to get him back into my lineup. He probably would be somebody that I could use over at third base still and be real effective with him. I feel like if you used Hornsby a lot last year, you're probably good with him this year. If you didn't use him last year, it might take you a little bit, but I think he's pretty solid. What other third baseman did I want to talk about? I guess you could technically use Francisco Lindor. And this is the card that you get from the collection: 85, 125, 105, 100. You know, 99 fielding, 73 speed. It seems like a really, really good card to have, but at the same time, like, I don't know. The power's like 105, 100. He's got a great swing, but that contact versus right is really, really low. I don't know. I mean, this is why you do the collection. You get this card. I just don't know if it's worth it, to be honest with you. I don't know if it. If I'd probably do it all over again, just my opinion. I'm sure other people have different opinions, but my opinion, I probably wouldn't do it again. I probably would have just sold the finest cards that I don't want, because you're gonna make some more stubs. You can buy some other cards. So like I said, you know, if you got tons and tons of stubs, which I did, why not collect some of the cards? Just start collecting some of the cards. Not necessarily making them no sell, but just start adding cards to your binder so you got like different options to shake things up with and stuff like that.
64.
Now there is gonna be the one thing you need to be careful about buying right now, though, is like, for example, Almar was a BR reward. Ted, he's a World Series reward. You can see the 11th inning program. Tons of rewards, including all previous inning boss choice packs. This could be possibly our last program. I'm not sure if we're getting a 12th or 13th. I think this could be our last one that we get, and it could be really, really long. All previous inning choice packs for the bosses, that's going to tank the prices of some of these bosses. So, let me think about some of these cards in particular, like... I know in right field, let's see how much, like Larry Walker, he's going back down because that's coming out soon. He was starting to get way up there. I bet like Mo Rivera, he's still way up there, but he'll probably come down in price. Be careful about collecting some of those. Those boss packs are gonna come out, and these prices probably gonna go down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that was in one of the inning programs, and we'll take a quick look at them right here. We hop over to Diamond Dynasty, then we can go to the programs, the featured programs. Anybody that's in one of these sets is probably going to go down a little bit in price. So be careful about buying them now if you don't have them locked in. They'll probably go down as people go through that program just a little bit. So, anyways, talking about third base, I haven't tried this card yet. I haven't tried this card. But with his swing, this card is probably real legit. 116 contact versus both sides, so you got a good PCI on like Hall of Fame legend. Even in good PCI and All-Star. Probably not as good on All-Star, but this kind of seems like a perfect Hall of Fame card. Just because it swings so legit. But, you know, he's probably going to play above that 105 power and probably even above that 93 power. There's like, you can really watch his like front foot and kind of when it strides to the pitcher, it's just really good. So I like that card a lot at third base. Like I said, I mean, Machado, way better than that card with the numbers, but for some reason I haven't been able to swing that well with him. It was weird when I was using him in Conquest. I had played through like all the American League Conquest before. I was just like, all right, I just want to play online and get Willie Mays. I started off really cold with him and then got hotter and hotter as I went through, started getting his swing down. I don't know what it is about this card. And it's just something about having the slower cards. Now I want to talk about another card that just absolutely, I swear, every game that I play against this card, I don't even know why. I might even try out this card today. This card just gives me problems pitching to him. And it's obvious. But this Corey Seager card is legit. It's absolutely legit. Right, you know, versus right, versus left. I need to play this card today. I probably should like platoon that card with like that Chipper Jones card. I don't know if I have a spot. This card is really, really good. You need to do the World Series program and get it. You can get it pretty much for free. You just have to collect the cards that you get along the way, do the moments, and then do the stuff that you need to do for the program. You know, I'll go show you real quick. If you're watching this video and you know, you're just getting into the game, I always want to make sure. I know there's some people that are watching the video that, you know, they really know what they're doing and that kind of stuff, but I want the people that are just picking up the game to feel really comfortable. You don't have to know everything about this game. That's what the channel's for. That's what I'm gonna help you out with. So make sure you do these postseason moments. Do all this stuff. Do all the NL, AL, Division, Championship, World Series. Might take you a little bit. Might take you, you know, couple days, 2-3 days, depends how long you want to play. Might even take you 1 day. You know, do all that stuff so you get all these kind of packs you see in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, and I'll do all those. Then you'll go through the I think I did it pretty much in a day, but it was like a long day. It was like multiple hours. Or I just had a lot of time to play. That's the wrong thing. Then after you do those moments, go over to the player programs for Seager. Do all these missions too. That mostly, I mean, you don't have to complete all of them because eventually you're gonna have to do the collection. If you do everything, you're gonna get all the way up to 99. You're gonna get up to this Arena card, and you're gonna have like, see that icon that has like it says 100 of 100 earned. It has like the points icon, I think is what it's called. It's like the gear icon. Top left part of the screen. You're gonna get to 99 out of 100 until you do the collection, so you don't have to do all the missions. Is what I'm saying. Eventually, you're gonna do the collection, which gives you plus 15. But do all the, you know, do all the moments, do all these missions. It doesn't. The missions don't take very long at all. But as you can see, you get some of these cards to add to the collection. You get some of these packs that you can just. You'll be able to select literally everybody in the packs through doing the moments and everything. You can get this card for free. And this card's just a beast. I don't think I actually am hitting 360 with them versus CPU. I've never even used them online. What am I doing? Corey Seager's amazing. Like this card gives me the problems when I'm pitching to him. So definitely pick him up. Now Tatis, I still don't have him prestige, but goddamn is Tatis good. He's really, really, really good. Yeah, I think he's one of the best cards in the game. He's probably my hottest hitter right now. 6.8 at-bats per home run with 141 plate appearances is ridiculous. His defense feels fantastic at shortstop. He's got the cannon. He's got the... Man, I need to get this card up to prestige, too. He'll be even better. Maybe my favorite card right now. How do you get him? We can talk about both these. These are monthly rewards. How do you get them? You know, September, this is where you get Mondesi. You get Mondesi and then Jose Ramirez from the September monthly awards. This was August for Tatis. Just make sure you got him. Card's legit. You can play him anywhere, too. You can play him short, you can play him at second, you can play him at third. He's good everywhere. He's really, really good. One of the best cards in the game. One of the best cards of all time. Legit. I got Biggio at second base. I don't know why. I mean, the at-bats for home run are atrocious with him. He just always comes up with clutch hits for me. He still does. He plays good defense too. He's got diamond defense and 93 speed, good reaction. You don't have to play him anymore. It's late in the game. You know, there's other cards that you can play at this point. But I just like this Craig Biggio. I got the prestige version, so I got like extra power. The one problem with him is he just doesn't hit enough home runs. You have to really square it up with him to get a home run. He comes up with like clutch base hits. He puts the ball in play. He's fast. He can steal bases. He plays good defense. The one problem is he just doesn't have the power to consistently hit home runs, especially in a bigger park. He's gonna like hit it to the wall. You know, he's gonna hit to the wall even in ship it. So I'd say, you know, you can play a lot of different people at second base. You can play Tatis at second base. You can play the Seager at second base. You know, you can play Ramirez at second base. You can play this Honus Wagner at second base. 160, 125, 88, 9, 90, tons of speed. Really, really good card. He'll be cheaper after this Friday too. Betts. How's Betts been at second base? You know, great fielding, unbelievable fielding. Only 72 speed. Great hitting versus righties, not so much versus lefties. I feel like when I face this card, I can jam this card on the inside because of his swing. Like, I just feel like it's real easy, like right on right, to throw inside, and it's tough for them to get their hands around. He's not too bad, but that the contact and power versus left really hurt this card in a way. You still hit a home run versus lefties. I think I did it. I think I was hitting 125 with him, one home run. So I'm not. It seems like he's really intriguing, but I didn't hit as well with him personally. I mean, you can play this Lindor at second base. You could even move like, you know, since he has the 99 fielding, you could even move like Tatis over here and put Lindor here. You know, so he has the 99 fielding or whatever. I'm just mostly going with people. I think what's really important is the attributes are great, right? But you got to look at your stats online and how you've done online with the card, and then just make a decision off of that. You're going to be better with different people's swings, you know? Like, I love Griffey. This is my favorite card in the game, but I'm only hitting 256. I'm not doing that well. I'm getting almost 10 at-bats per home run. And he's a little bit slow out there. So I'm going to have to move him to my bench. But I love this card. Does that make sense? Like, if you're trying to, like, get up to the World Series or something like that, or you're really trying to win games, you got to take a look at these advanced stats. And, you know, be honest with who you play the best with. I think I'm going to tear it up with this Corey Seager card. Now, I also love Frank Thomas. This is probably my second favorite card in the game. I'm a huge Frank Thomas fan. I'm getting really close to prestige with him. But he's at like almost 12 at-bats or home runs, and it's very difficult to hit. It's not very difficult to hit right on right. He really would benefit from getting 3 more power. He just would, and getting like above 110 contact. And getting to that 107. You know, he's a really fun player to have, but like this Babe's crazy. Like Babe is crazy at first base. Definitely do the Babe Ruth moments. It's a little bit time consuming. You know, might take a couple days of grinding, but it's pretty easy. I just think it's easy. I think I lost one moment the entire way. So you just gotta go through 3 inning games. You get to use your own team, which is my favorite kind of moment, when I get to use my own team. A pitcher that could really help you out is like Eric Gagne, probably about 20K to use over there. You know, just get the cards over there like Gagne that have like, you know, he's a cheap one. I don't think he's going for a lot. You know, he's only going for actually like 10 to 7. And what's nice is he has 125 versus CPU. He also has 95 HR per 9. He's really easy to locate with. Like, this is the card I use a lot versus a computer in doing those moments. It's just, they don't hit the 125 very well, in my opinion. So you can pick up that card to do that kind of stuff. Use your bullpen so you can throw from the stretch. We're gonna talk about start pitching here in a second too, so stick with us for that. But yeah, second base, I mean, you could also have a creative player second base. I've been working on getting mine up there, and then I just started hitting so bad with this 85. So bad, like abysmal. 081, 1 home run and 42 plate appearances. It was horrible. I gotta switch up his swing or something, but if you can get up to the, if you can get through the entire grind, I still need like 90 more hits with him. The cap second baseman would be legit too, because it's gonna have massive power. You go balance, or you could go balance would be excellent. You could also go like the 99 speed one, and he'd be really good too. I don't know. I need to finish out that grind, but it's like I need to get to the World Series first before I start doing that. And then I'll probably like put him back in. Obviously, Babe's great at first. I think he's the best first baseman to have. I think he's better than Luke Gehrig just because he's got better hitting stats than Luke Gehrig. And I think he's got a better swing than Luke Gehrig. As far as you know, I like him and Frank Thomas at first base. Let's go take a look at some of these other first basemen too. I mean, you always gotta look at third baseman also. Ortiz, probably gonna get cheaper. Don't buy him right now because of those boss packs. I mean, Jimmy Fox is a first baseman by trade, but you want to play him at catcher. Haven't used the Freeman. I don't like the left on left. Some people love his swing. This is the card I want to talk about. It's a Pujols. I haven't really had the chance to use this card, but if you like Bo Bichette's swing in this game, or you like Dwight Evans' swing, you might like this card. Might not be too bad. I just think Babe Ruth's the best one. I just think he's the best first baseman. You don't really need to. You don't need to really platoon him. You know, he still has 121 and 112 versus lefties, but he plays like above average at first base. He plays good defense at first base. Makes me almost think like a 71 fielding in this game is like legit, because he makes some plays over there. And then for what you need to do at first base, you know, like 71 just seems like the perfect number for like you can get away with having 71 defense. What does he even have? Does he have 70? No, he has 71. You can see it in the bottom left corner. See, it says he has 75, but he's a right fielder for 75. First base, he has 71 fielding. So I like Babe Ruth a lot. And then you can always platoon him with Frank over there. And then you gotta have this card on your roster. The 99 speed and stealing, the 125 versus left, the perfect swing. You can even play him like, I don't know, you have to have the Mondesi card. It's legit. That I love hitting with the Hornsby card. I'm trying to think about any other cards I want to talk about. I'm sure I'll think of someone once I finish the video. Or if you have a card that you want my opinion on, down in the comments below, just let me know. Salvador Perez, I think he's the second best catcher behind Fox, but he's not bad. He's got a good swing. It's just a little bit longer of a swing. Yeah, that's what I need to talk. Fox is the best catcher. Fox is really legit, especially right on right. Like, it doesn't seem like it would be, but he's like real good right on right with his swing. Defense, it's fine. It doesn't seem like it'd be that good. It's only 75 arm. Are people gonna steal a base on you? I mean, maybe, you know, but they can steal a base on you regardless. Just try to hit. If you hit that meter perfectly and you you pitch from a perspective where you can keep an eye on a runner and be like have IQ in running situations, you're gonna throw some people out still. It says 65 speed, which is fast at catcher. Feels like a big difference in this game between like 65 speed for Fox and then like this 47 speed for Seager. Like, it feels like a really big difference. So definitely throw Fox on the plate. Best catcher. You know, it's like Fox, it's Salvi, and it's like probably for me my Piazza, because they all can hit the best. And that's really what you want on the catcher. Jimmy can hit huge contact. PCI's huge, and then huge power, great swing, good speed, decent enough defense. Easily for me, number one. I think a lot of people are going to have somebody different at second base. Probably should play Hornsby at second base over Biggio. Doesn't have great defense, but his hitting is on par with anybody's. That's probably your best lineup is this in the game. This is probably the best lineup in the game. And then you have Mays here, or if you play really well with Machado, like you hit really well with Machado should go here. And also, I mean, I'm not gonna have any qualms with you if you put Juan Soto out and left. I wouldn't have any problem with that. But for me right now, I'm gonna go just for a little bit more defense. I'm gonna go with Biggio, and then I'll probably roll like that. I could always play Mondesi out out over here, and Seager's have decent enough defense. I could even platoon Dynasty and Seager, but you know, we'll see how it goes. But just make sure you have 2 lefty bats that just crush right-handed pitching. So just have Soto. You don't have to have Williams. So go find like a 125-ish, 125-ish, you know, for lefties, and then Thomas, Mondesi for righties. Then this player, I mean, I got Hornsby here, but you could put like Hornsby there, or you could put I would put like Hornsby there, or I'd put somebody like you can even put Wagner, something like that. Where's Wagner at? Honest Wagner. Put Wagner there, just because he's got a lot of speed. Then you have 2 pinch runners you can use, because Mondesi is also going to be your like pinch runner at 99 speed. But then you could have 2 that could help you out in that department. Yelich pretty good. Rosarina pretty good too. Sheffield's obviously pretty good. Don't sleep on Tim Anderson, 125. If you need a bench bat, you know, that's solid. 125 and 92 vision, 84 speed. It's a good bench player to have. It's a real good bench player to have. You could even make an argument he's better than Frank to have as a bench bat. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I just like Frank Thomas. All right, let's talk about pitching. Okay, Jacob deGrom's a beast. I thought he was going to be a beast. He is a beast. It's all about the outlier fastball. He just throws crazy gas. I have a 3.92 ERA with him, which he's a 4-2, but I've been playing some good people. That's a good ERA for Diamond Dynasty also, especially going through All-Star Hall of Fame. I feel like it's a good thing to have. 42 strikeouts in 39 innings is pretty ridiculous too, as well. Only 8 walks. Just throws like the fastball is so fast. I don't know how to explain it. It's really fast, easy to control. Sliders easy to control. Changeup's not too bad. Curveball's not too bad. Definitely want that one. Bauer. I only pitched with him one time. I pitched with him one time on All-Star. 7 innings, 11 strikeouts. I just picked him back up. I actually sold him. I just picked him back up because I wanted to run him out there again. I sold him after that because he was more expensive. I bought him back. Probably a pretty good one to use. He just felt like he had good control, and he's got a pretty quick motion. So I actually kind of like using this one. I like using him. I don't know why I have Carrasco in here. Probably gonna take him out right now. I think I was just like low on stamina, trying out a bunch of different cards. I've been using some more openers. That's why my bullpen is pretty taxed right now. I've been using more openers because the bullpen guys are so much better. They all have like 121 and 125. So it's like, it's honestly, you probably should use openers a lot more than you have. You really should, and just kind of use these guys when you need them, because these are like but what happens is your bullpen just gets taxed really, really quick. Like a full energy bullpen guy is almost like impossible to hit. It's just like, it's so hard to hit like a full energy Billy Wagner. It's really tough, or just really any of them. But yeah, starting pitchers for these other spots, I kind of haven't been using Kluber that much anymore. I just feel like people kind of hit this card really hard. He still can be effective, but I don't know. I think people kind of rock this card. Garrett Cole, pretty good per nines. He just, the one thing he doesn't have is that outlier. If he had the outlier, he'd be just like Jacob deGrom pretty much. You know, he'd have really good control. He'd be solid. He's really cheap, but I just don't think you're gonna have tons of success with him. I love using Nate Pearson. I like, one of my favorite cards to use, just because he's just like deGrom. You know, he just throws like tons of gas. I like pitching with him a lot. 32 strikeouts in 27 innings. I have a terrible ERA though, but he's 6-2. So I think he's gotten rocked in like one of the starts that I had or something like that. But yeah, I like using Nate Pearson a lot. It's just a tougher card to get because you have to go through Showdown and Extreme to pick him up. Oral Hershiser's fantastic. He's absolutely fantastic, especially the Prestige version. Best sinker cutter pitcher in the game is Oral Hershiser. He's still like really, really legit, really hard to hit. Definitely worth it. I like using Clayton Kershaw a lot. Maybe pick him up in this boss pack, or pick him up when he gets a little bit cheaper in the boss pack. Just really, really good control. I mean, it comes out like control and per nines, and I've been pitching with them for years. My favorite like finesse type pitcher, huge curveball. speed difference. Has a sinker that he can mix in. He just kind of like lives around the edges. The pitcher that I'm pitching the best with this year, in total though, where is he? I still don't see him. Is he not a 99? What? I'm like getting worried that I exchanged him or something. I'm about to okay, there he is. This is getting real worried. Chris Sale's my best pitcher though. Won me 5,000 in the Content Creators League, 15-2. He's ridiculous. 135 strikeouts and 134 innings, only 18 walks, 4 complete games, 2 shutouts. Like, you don't see those kind of stats in Diamond Dynasty. It's all because he's so accurate. He's just so ridiculously accurate. I don't know. He's got 96 control, 99 BB per 9, 100, 117. He throws like a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. He throws a slider and a circle change. And you mix that four-seam and slider, you mix a circle change, and he just really doesn't miss. He doesn't really miss over the middle. He's deceptive. He's tall. My favorite pitcher in the game. He's skyrocketing in price. He does every year. He starts off kind of low, but Sale's my favorite pitcher to use. Let's see if there's any other starting pitchers that you might want me to talk about. Dylan Lamet, used him. Pretty fun to use. Slider, hard slider. Sort of a hard slider. It's a good slider. It's got good control on it. 4-seam fastball got some major heat. 2-seam fastball, changeup, curveball. Out of he's probably better than Cole. 124, 116. It's a good pitcher. It's like a good pitcher. For some reason, I don't really like using him too much, but it's a good one. Darvish is pretty damn good in this game too. The cutter that he has feels like it has amazing control, 99 type control. Throws on the stretch is nice too. I wish he had a changeup instead of the 12-6. Does Bauer not have a changeup either? See, that's what I think I don't like about Bauer either. They don't have a changeup. I like the 4-seam, the slider, and the changeup. I like those pitches because they all kind of work nicely together. Not having the changeup is just the changeup you can just throw over the middle of the plate when they start to tee on your fastball, and it's really hard to still stay back on the changeup. So yeah, those are my favorite over there. What other pitchers would you want to know about? I'm trying to think. I haven't ever used this Bieber card. I faced him and absolutely rocked him though. Haven't used this card. I'm trying to think of what cards you'd be interested in hearing about. I bet this card isn't too bad. I'm telling you, man. This Birds card was not bad. I haven't used this Luis Castillo yet either. Some of them I haven't used. But those are just kind of the pitchers that I would roll with right now. All right, bullpen pitchers. Now I want to talk about this pitcher. The closing pitcher. All right, this closing pitcher is the cheesiest cap in the entire game. There's no doubt about it. The velocity closing pitcher is he's ridiculous. I have Jake Diekman's motion on mine. All right, but you could make it the cheesiest motion. If you make a player like this, all right, if you make this cap, if you get all the way to even having this cap, I was just trying them out to see what they're all about. This is the cheesiest player in the game. Because he throws 101, 102. The cutter is 98. And then the changeup is 71. So I was just talking about, I like the 4-seam, the slider, and the changeup. So if you're on the 4-seam and then they throw the changeup, it's so ridiculous. There's no way. You can only sit one of the two pitches. You can't just sit back on a changeup if you're trying to hit a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. That's 71. You can't do it. Then you get the exact pitching motion you want, and then you get 49 stamina and really good per 9s once you get the gear all boosted up and good enough control. Now the changeup doesn't have a ton of control, but you don't need it to. You just need it to hit somewhere low in the zone. You just kind of need to hit it mid-low in the zone and be in the zone so that they lay off it. It's still a strike. Or if they're out in front of it or they check swing, it's still a strike. It's a ridiculous card. Just know if you use this, people are going to get pissed off. All right. It's pretty cheesy to use this. I have one in there. If someone uses them against me or if I really want to use them, I can. Because there's no other place to put them. Just know that it's cheesy. It's real cheesy. All right. It's Not something you want to do in a fun tournament with your friends. Don't use this card. But you might want to have one because you might have people use it against you. It's just the best. It's legit. I picked up Rich Gossage. She's been pretty cool. 41 stamina, max per nines. Got the 4-seam with the outlier, the sinker, the serve, and the changeup. Could be a card that uses your opener pitch for a couple innings. I put Chapman back in here. I really like the Andrew Miller, but I just wasn't feeling him as much. I don't know, man. 14 and 11. I don't know how I feel. I feel like Chapman's better. If someone brings in Miller, I'm not as worried as if they bring in this Chapman, because now this Chapman's going to be a pain in the ass because he throws so much gas. And, he's just he's got outlier in his first 2 pitches. He's got a slider and changeup. He's a problem. I'd much rather face Andrew Miller than Chapman. Kenley Jansen's incredible. Kenley and Mo are pretty much the same type of pitchers. Cutter, slider, sinker, changeup, 4-seam. Super legit. Got no problem with them. Crochet's legit. Crochet's really hard to hit. Throws really, really fast. He's great. Won me a lot of money in that CCL tournament too. He's a great pitcher for me. Wagner, damn near impossible to get, but if you can get him, get him. I mean, he's legit. Throws the gas too. And then I like Mo Rivera. I really do. 37 stamina, cutter, 4-seam that goes to 100, sinker, slider, changeup. These are my favorite bullpen pitchers. Tried out Nick Anderson. He's all right. He would do so much better if he had a changeup instead of a curveball. Because it's like a hard curveball kind. It's not a big pitch speed differential. It's got a good motion. I locked him in. I wish I wouldn't have locked him in, so I could have just sold him, to be honest with you, instead of going after that Lindor card. Just things to think about. Things to think about. Wish I wouldn't have done that. Brad Hand, really haven't seen people use him too much against me. He's okay. He's not bad. Pomerantz out of Void. I think Pomerantz kind of sucks. I've rocked Pomerantz, so I faced him. I'm not afraid of him at all. Excuse me, I need to take a drink. I've been talking for almost. Let's see. The other one that you probably want to know about. Neshek's actually pretty hard to face because he's got the slider and the sinker feels like it's going 100 miles an hour because that circle change is so slow. This is if you're gonna collect, maybe go for 5. Neshek's really good. Just wish he had bigger per nines. If you leave it out in the middle, it's gonna get crushed. But he can be really, really effective. Really, really effective. I almost should put him back in, but there's just nobody really to put him back in for. Let's see. The one card that you're probably wondering about is and I face him almost every single game. Almost every single game I face where is he? Not Hendrick. I sold Hendrick. Some of these cards, I mean, if you're far, you can get the exchange and just sell the card. I think that's really the move. And then you can kind of buy some I don't know, you can buy some of the players that I've been showing you in this video, or I don't know. I don't use Dibble anymore. He still throws some serious gas. That's not that. Where is freaking? Are they gonna give him the relief pitcher? I might have passed him. They did give him a relief pitcher. All right, so I face this card pretty much every game. This Devin Williams, changed up, 4-seam, cutter, sinker, screwball. He doesn't throw that hard. On the fastball or anything. Motion's not too bad. Stretch isn't too bad. I tried him for a second against the computer, and then I got rid of him. Sometimes he's kind of effective, and then sometimes I just really light him up. His cutter looks a little funky coming out of his hand. It can be a little bit wild. He's got a screwball. For me personally, this card kind of falls into that Machado and Jose Ramirez type of realm, where me personally, I don't really like to use them that much, but a lot of people do. A lot of people do like to use this card, so probably pick this one up. If you want to try them out, see what you think. But that's how I kind of feel about that one. So those are kind of the best cards. It's kind of the meta cards right now in MLB The Show to utilize. I'm just looking at Biggio and thinking about that. And it's probably not probably not that, but yeah. Let me know what cards you're using down in the comment section below. Hope you enjoyed this video. Until then, or until next time, take it easy. come check me out on Twitch. There's gonna be a lot more Twitch streams than YouTube videos, most likely. You know what I mean? Probably a couple YouTube videos a week, but like, always come by the stream. Just come by the stream if you want to ask me about MLB. You always can. And I'll probably be playing MLB first of all, but just come by the streams. Come by the streams. Twitch.tv, MovieGamingTV. All right. Leave me questions down in the comment section below. I'll talk to you soon.